All right, welcome back. So today we're going to look at casting of numbers in Java. And it is kind of interesting the way you look at numbers and how integers and doubles can be used differently. Let me clear this for a second. So let's kind of get into this a little bit. So I'm going to create a double that is, we're going to call it x. And we'll say that we're just going to take two numbers and we're going to divide them. So if we did 9 and divided by 2. Okay, if we did this, let me back this up here a little bit, just so we can see it a little bit easier. Okay, so we're going to make this a double, and we're going to go ahead and print this off. Now, we would think, because this is a double, it's a decimal number, and so if we did this, it'd be like 4.5. But in actuality, what's happening with Java is it's taking this, because these are integers, right here, it is going to make that division and then make it a double. So because this is 9 divided by 2 and they're integers, they're going to become 4, but there won't be a 0.5. So if I run this, it's going to be 4.0 because it's going to make this 4 and then it's going to make it a double. Okay, so you know that's kind of how that system works with this, is because these are integers. It would make that division and then convert these to doubles. So we could cast those, though, before we actually print this off. So we'll make another one. Okay, and this one we're going to call y. And we're going to do the same thing. We'll do 9 divided by 2 again. Let's separate these out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to make another print line down here, another system out. And we'll print y. Now, if we did this just like this right now, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to get the same thing, right? Because it's the same identical way of doing this. But what we could do is we could say like this. And what's happening with this now is it's taking this, and this 9 is becoming a double. Okay, so in essence, this is becoming 9.0. dividing by 2, and then that would give us 4.5, because what we've done here is now is it's casted this to 9 temporarily. It's still, now if this were like a variable, it would still be 9, but we're just casting it as a double, so it's going to be 9.0. And so now when I run this, I should get 4.5, which I do, because what's happening here with the casting is basically what we're telling it is, you know, we don't, in our program, let's say this was a variable instead of just an integer right here, okay? We want that variable to stay as an integer, but for this calculation, we want it to become a double because we do want the actual decimal value to display. Okay, so this is kind of what you would do when you're casting numbers. Okay, so it's a way for us to, you know, maybe this is a variable and we've called it a and it's got the value of 9. We can then keep that variable as the value of 9, the integer, but in this calculation we want it to become a double. And so we can cast it, and we can say that this 9 is now going to become essentially 9.0 temporarily in this calculation. Okay? All right, there you go. Good luck.